Evening, freaks. I'm here to do a read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And we're continuing on with that Venus placement reading, love reading. And we're looking at Aquarius Venus placements or Venus placement in Aquarius's house, which is the 11th house. And if you're wondering how you find out where your Venus placement is, you need to get yourself a natal chart, okay? You can get a really good natal chart for free at astrodienst.com. All you need is your place of birth, your time of birth, okay? And you just enter in your birth date information and they will draw up a natal chart for you and you'll find out where all your placements are. I like their chart because they also go into asteroid placements and those play a significant role. And yeah, so go get yourself one if you're looking for your placements, if you want to know where your Venus placement is so you can follow along with these reads, all right? Bottom of the deck energy, we got the Chariot here. Okay, there's something that's moving forward. You're moving forward with something, Aquarius Venus. Let's see what else is going on here. We got the Hermit flying out on the board. It came in reverse. So I think you're coming out of a time where maybe you were doing a little bit of soul searching. You were sort of weighing up which direction you wanted to head in the love department, what choice you wanted to make. Looks like you needed to spend some time in reflection. I think you maybe have been kind of, keeping to yourself, haven't really been out and about mingling, dating, but it looks like with that Hermit in reverse, you're looking like you're ready to, move forward, come out of that with that Chariot. Might be somebody you have your eye on that you want to head forward with. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we got an Ace of Wands here, so there's somebody's getting the wand in this scenario. There's somebody you're feeling passionate about and you want to have a brand new beginning with. And we see that things are going to move forward very quickly here with this Eight of Wands. This is about a lot of communication, going back and forth, maybe making plans to do some traveling, connect with each other, maybe, setting up that first date. This is really kind of exciting. We see that you are ending this place of, kind of waiting around for somebody else to take action. This might be in relation to a Queen of Pentacles. That's Earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. When I'm calling out signs in these reads, do be aware that we're talking about any strong placement for that sign. So it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, okay? And you're not necessarily going to know everybody's astrology chart, okay? So don't get too stuck up in the, details with that. But it would be somebody who's, pretty stable person. They got their finances in order, and they definitely are in a, place of kind of, knowing how to hold it down for themselves. Okay, so there might have been some indecision with this person. Maybe things were on pause with this person, and you were kind of wondering, should I move forward with this? I think there's something about security here, and we see the Six of Swords. So I think you're moving through kind of a challenging time with this person. Maybe they were really guarded, Maybe they had gotten so used to their independence, they were reticent to give up that independence. And so you sort of felt like they were putting up some walls. Could be you were putting up the walls, pick what side you're on. But somebody here was really concerned about opening up their heart. Maybe they were afraid this person was only in it for their money. And so because of that, they were kind of, putting up some boundaries with this person, I get. But I think that with this time you had to yourself to do some reflecting, you're moving away from the challenges in this particular connection and you're moving towards smoother waters with that Six of Swords. And it looks like there's somebody that you can build with here with the Ten of Pentacles, okay? That's an awesome sign. I mean, we definitely see that you're in a prosperous cycle. Maybe you've come into a big financial up leveling recently. This could be why you had some concerns, maybe. What was this person's intentions with you? Were they in it just for the money? Were you being used? I think these are some of the things that you were looking at in this connection. Yeah, I see you went really back and forth on this. You were weighing things up, you know, trying to figure out if this person was really, you know, invested in you because they felt a soul connection, or if they were just trying to get a free ride, okay? But I think you really realize that this person is your happiness. This person is your 10 of cups. You're willing to take the risk. And I think that you're going to be very happy with this choice. Yeah, we see with the 2 of swords here, the choice was all about, do I continue to invest my energy in this situation with this 7 of Pentacles? And I think you moved out of that place of indecision, okay? You moved out of this place of indecision with the world, and it shows things coming to a successful conclusion. I think part of what was a problem here is that there was a third party involved in this situation. We got the King of Swords, that's Aquarius energy right there, okay? King of Swords to 3 of Pentacles to 5 of Swords. So I feel like there was a third party element that was in the mix, and maybe an ultimatum was issued in this situation. Like, we can't move forward here until you get this third party out of our story. And maybe there needed to be a separation period. Yeah, I see somebody really, they stayed firm on this. They had their conviction about this. They didn't care how much there was fussing and fighting over it. They were not going to budge from that position. This is, you know, somebody who was very determined that I'm not going to be an option. You're either invested in this or you're not, you know. They wanted to build the real deal there. And I see that was the wise choice to make, because we have 9 of Cups coming in. Okay, that's wish fulfillment. Looks like the 2 of you were able to strike a balance, okay? Yeah, and you really got over this idea of having to stay in like the place of always lacking emotionally, and feeling like, you know, you always had to be on the sidelines, take you know, the back seat to other love interests. I think this is really what this was about. This is about somebody wanted to take the commitment to a deeper place. You know, pick what side you're on. Somebody wanted to take the commitment to a deeper place, and the other person was reticent. The other person was reticent, and I think it had a lot to do with the success they'd achieved for themselves, what they had financially established for themselves, and concern about being used. You know, maybe this is something that they experienced in the past. They were betrayed like this in the past. I do believe this person of interest, you know, had more than one option, you know, to explore romantically, and that was also an issue. And somebody really stood their ground. They said, it's either you're fully in with me or I'm going to be on my way. And I see that like brought down this tower, you know. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna play this game where I'm the one like left out in the cold. I'm the one left waiting for a phone call, or being left on fucking red, or having you go ghost on me and then suddenly you turn up. Now, there was a card that fell face down on the floor, and I always take those cards as having a special meaning. Oh, okay. Clearer picture coming in here. We have the counterpart to this Queen of Pentacles showing up. Okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles coming out upright, and the counterpart, the King of Pentacles, coming up in reverse. All right, so we do see that, you know, we see that the masculine here initially was going to make a solid offer, a genuine offer, but what threw this situation out of alignment is, you know, this masculine pulled out. That's what it looks like to me. This masculine pulled out. I got, in some cases, this masculine put on a front, you know, sort of made it out like he was more successful than he actually was, that he was better financially established, sort of like I'm really getting this kind of smoke and mirrors kind of message coming through. And with this tower showing up here, the way this is showing up, this is a very specific story. So, you know, take what of it resonates with you, toss aside the rest. But I feel like a lot of this was conducted online, and it's sort of like this person presented themselves as a King of Pentacles, but really they kind of like don't have a pot to piss in. I think there was like some feelings of betrayal around this, but it was sort of like this person was sort of testing the waters to see, you know, is this person really genuinely interested in me, or are they just interested in what I can offer them? And again, I feel like this comes from somebody really did them dirty in the past. You know, this might have been related to a divorce or something where they really got cleaned out for all their finances. But they wanted to avoid this. They wanted to avoid this situation again. And so they put up this like false front, but it's like something's been exposed here. The truth's come out, and that's what's created this imbalance in this connection. So, I feel like there hasn't been a lot of communication about this. So I want to see what other messages want to come in to sort of see where this situation is going now, because I do feel like there's been some kind of completion here. It does look like there's some kind of happiness, but what I want to know is the happiness with healing in this situation with this King of Pentacles in reverse, or is it because you move away from this individual? And or if it's you, I don't know, is it you? Maybe you changed your ways, you know, maybe you realized it wasn't right to kind of like test somebody like that. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Look at this. We got the Page of Swords here on the bottom. That really caught my eye. So this is when you're doing something a little sneaky, you know, maybe you're checking into somebody's, you know, I just got background check. Maybe you did a background check and that's how you found this out. So maybe in some ways you realize that, you know, you were also moving a little, you know, a little covertly too. Let's see, what's going to happen with this connection? Where do things go now in this connection? An interesting story. You know, so many people put up a false image online. It's like, just be who you are. Just be who you are. Yeah, I think there's a lot of secrets in this situation. We got the High Priestess here. Your intuition is picking up red flags about this person all around, you know. I'm beginning to think that maybe you thought this would be your Ten of Cups, but I think you're going to refuse this offer. I do think an offer is going to be made. I think this person's going to come around and they're going to say, hey, I'm really ready to go there with you. I'm ready to invest with you. I'm ready for that 10 of Pentacles. I'm bringing the 10 of Cups to the table. I think that this is like the image that's being projected. And I think there has been a lot of kind of, just sort of if there's fantasy has been created in this situation where it really felt like kismet, where it really felt like it could go somewhere, you know. But I see you refusing this cup. I see you turning this down. Someone here is not going for that ride, and they're saying, nope, we're gonna put a fork in it with this Four of Swords. We're gonna give this shit a rest, and we're bringing on the death. Big death, baby. We're putting an end to this. So, okay, so we know that this situation is now done and dusted. Is there anything new coming in? We see you focusing a lot on your work. You're doing work that you enjoy too. So it's sort of like you're taking your energy away from these, you know, bullshit dynamics in the love department, and you're actually investing in building something for yourself, which I think is a beautiful way to go. Okay. And this brings about a turn of fortune for you. It's sort of like getting that hand you're dealt and then knowing the right way to play it. All right. So you rework this energy. It gets things moving forward in your life in a beautiful way that actually opens up a new cycle for you. And then who comes in but this Queen of Cups? Okay. So now we got a new player entering water sign energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe this is the same individual. Maybe the same individual. I don't know. I have a feeling like this person is going to be persistent. This person is going to be persistent. All right, we got the Queen of Cups. This could be like an earth sign that also has water in their chart, or, you know, vice versa. So somebody with strong earth and water placements in their chart. This person comes in with the Three of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the Devil. And look, there's that money piece there in this Devil card. So we see here that it is the feminine, okay, that's wearing the mask in this situation, and that devil is holding that coin, and there's this shackling going on, this ties that bind, and they're sitting on this treasure chest, okay? I think that, you know, this is what I'm getting, okay? This is kind of an interesting story that's emerging. I feel that there is this water earth sign energy. I believe it is a feminine energy. Really presents, you know, like they got their shit together. I do think they are financially pretty well off, but I feel that's because they're really good at working people. If you know what I mean, they're really good at working people. I think it all looks good online. I think primarily the interaction has been online, but I think you started to have some questions about this person because you really wanted to make them a serious offer. You did a background check. Maybe you felt a little bad about digging into stuff like that. You started doing some research. You have some questions. I think maybe you brought them forward to this person. It brought about an argument, you know, caused some problems. I think since then you've been just sort of putting your energy into your work, what speaks to you. You decided, I'm going to let this thing go. I feel like this person may come around again, okay? They may come around again, and they may, you know, they may have some, you know, some sweet nothings to tell you. I say sweet nothings because I feel like there's no substance there. This person is working you. We got Page of Swords to the Three of Swords. They're doing something shady with this moon energy. There's something here you can't see. This person is out to sabotage. And I feel like they're out to sabotage because they do indeed. They want to get their hands on your assets. You know? They want to get their hands on, I said, you. I don't know, you know? Some of you, it's the other way. Some of you are the ones that are doing this manipulation, and maybe, you know, you're going to try to come back and pretend like you're more in your feels. Maybe you're kind of a little bit vengeful. Maybe you want to, you know, get even with this person. I don't think that would be a good way to go. That's not everybody's story, but, you know, we got to speak to both sides. You know, there's people that operate in the shadow, and there's people that, you know, engage their higher consciousness, and they choose to be aware of their shadow and those temptations, but they choose light. And I think in this case, it would be best to, you know, do things above board. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just going to trap yourself in a big mess. And then you're going to find it very difficult to move forward with that Eight of Swords. Go where the energy is reciprocal. You know, don't try to get even. Go where the energy is reciprocal with this Six of Pentacles, and, you know, free yourself of anything where it feels like there's this imbalance of power. It seems like there's a lot of questions in this situation, and you just need time for things to reveal themselves, and they will. What's beneath the surface is going to become evident very soon, I believe, by the full moon in Pisces on the 10th. So be live to that.